Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. My name is Kristina, and on my channel we talk all things beauty from my own experiences. So if you're looking for the best and most honest how-tos and reviews from a consumer's perspective, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave any comments that you have for me down below. So while I was at work this morning, I saw the new NYX Smooth Whip Matte Lip Creams. I have all 12 shades to swatch and review for you guys. I really quickly put some makeup on when I got home and took my hair down, so I might be looking a little crazy, but I wanted to get this video out for you guys as soon as I can because I know that a lot of people have a lot of interest for NYX lip products, and I am one of those people. Very curious to see how these differ from their soft matte lip creams. So I actually picked up one soft matte lip cream so I can compare the two textures as well as like the pigmentation and all of that stuff. So first I want to go over all of the specs of these lip products. I'm going to be reading off all the information that they have online for us, and then I'm going to do a first impression, put it on for the very first time and let you guys know what I think. Then we're going to go into the actual swatches on the hands as well as on the lips, and I'm going to finish it off with my overall first thoughts. So I will be putting chapters of each of those things for this video, and let's get started. So we're gonna read off on the website first. So there are 12 shades. These retail for $8. You can purchase them on NYX's website as well as at Ulta. These say, whip it real good. Smother your lips in our latest smooth obsession. There are 12 shades. They have vibrant lip smacking smooth shades that deliver maximum color payoff in just one swipe. It's supposed to get rid of texture and lines within the lips, and it's supposed to look like you have a real-life smoothing filter for your lips. It also says that it's supposed to wear all day with a long-lasting color. So as always, I'm going to be removing these with a paper towel, and if I need to, I'll be removing it with a Neutrogena oil-free makeup remover. I use this to remove any stubborn lip products in all of my videos. I'm going to try on the shade Parfait because this one looks like it might be one of the shades that I really like. These are 0.13 fluid ounces. It says that it has kind of like a scooped applicator here, and you can kind of see it does get a little tapered on the top right there. And I think this might hug the lips really nicely. So my lips are completely dry. I did exfoliate them when I came home because my lips were a bit like flaky. I don't smell anything, so it doesn't really smell like anything. And, oh wait. Oh, I do smell something. Okay, so it is kind of a sweeter scent. Yeah, it kind of smells like frosting. And again, this is going to be the shade Parfait, so let's do our very first impression with these. So I didn't wipe anything off of the applicator, and I'm just going to go in and apply this on the lips. Okay. Wow. That was just one swipe on the bottom lip, and then I pursed my lips together. And I feel like I have really good color payoff right now. Okay, I'm going to completely cover the lips. Okay, that is really amazing pigmentation. It does feel very whipped. It does feel mousse-like. As far as coverage goes, the pigmentation, amazing. I just swiped some on the bottom of my lip. I pursed my lips together, and I already had really good color payoff on both top and bottom lips, so that was pretty impressive. The applicator is really nice. It fits very nicely on both my top and bottom lip. It does have a little bit of a curve to it, so it does hug the lips a little bit, but not a ton. So it's still pretty easy to apply, and honestly I wouldn't have really known that it was supposed to have more of like a curved like applicator if I didn't read it on the website. Very slight, but still a really nice size for an applicator. I will say it does definitely look like those lip lines are filled in by the actual product. Nothing is being accentuated. My lips do look very like nice and blurred. Will I say that they look completely filter-like? No, not really, but they're definitely not accentuating the lip lines, which is what I love from liquid lipsticks. I hate when liquid lipsticks are drying and sink into those lip lines. That's not really happening at all. And I'll give you guys a little bit of a close-up so you can really see the lips. So let's go ahead and remove this, see how easily they remove. I've had this on for about like 3 minutes or so. Does leave a little bit of a stain, as you guys can see right here, but it doesn't look like it's too hard to remove. I always feel like lip products that leave a stain definitely wear really nicely throughout the day, and they have a good staying power, especially as they fade throughout the day. You can definitely still see that lip product. So I'm going to take some of my makeup remover and just run this along so it doesn't really get in the way of any of the other shades. All right, so now I'm gonna go down the line of lightest to darkest in this whole line and just do swatches for you guys and show you what all of those shades look like. So now we have Latte Foam here. Ooh, that one's so pretty. Okay, both sides of this, by the way, kind of hug the lips. I would say this looks a lot darker on the lips than it does in the tube. It could just be the packaging, but this is what Latte Foam looks like on me. I do like this shade a lot. That's really pretty. Next we have the shade Kitty Belly. That one's cute. It's kind of like a corally peach shade. All right, this is Kitty Belly with one layer. I will say this one doesn't seem to be as pigmented as the last two that I've tried on so far. I definitely feel like I had to kind of go over a couple times with the lip product to really cover my lips. I still kind of feel like I can see a little bit of my natural lip color peeking through on the outer corners, but this is what Kitty Belly is looking like on me. I will say because it is quite a light shade on my skin tone, I feel like it does look more stark and you can kind of like notice those lip lines a little bit more, but again, it's not accentuating them. So I feel like there's a difference with noticing them and accentuating them. Next, we have the shade Teddy Fluff. Another really nice shade. I think on me, this is going to be more of a nude color, like a nudie mauve color. Ooh, I really like this shade. This is a very nice one that I think that I would wear personally all the time. A bit more of like a medium brown neutral on me, and I really like those types of shades, especially with a darker lip liner. So far, I think this shade is my favorite one. I feel like with this shade especially, my lip lines definitely have been filled in. Next, we're swatching Faux Fur. Almost looks like a brick reddish brown shade, kind of pulls more brown. All right, and this is the shade Faux Fur. Beautiful fall shade. I think that this one is just lovely. Looks super sophisticated, could definitely pair really nicely with just winged eyeliner or a smoky eye or something like that. Just really a nice, bold lip. Next, getting into more fun color, this is BDAY Frosting. Definitely a really fun, bright magenta shade. Okay, this is not even dipping into the tube again. This was literally just like straight out of the tube and applied, and I feel like I got really good pigmentation out of this one. So again, this is BDAY Frosting. Such a fun, bright shade. Would I wear this every day? Probably not really my thing, but I think it's beautiful and it looks like a really fun color. This is what it looks like, by the way, blotted on my paper towel. I just kind of like went like that on the paper towel just to see what it would look like. And ooh, I got some lipstick on my cheek, but this is kind of what that finish is like. Almost looks like a stained finish, which is really pretty. And the pigmentation is still very even. So I'll show you guys a little bit of a close-up just for fun for this one. Next, we have another really fun shade. This is the shade Pillow Fight. While BDAY Frosting was more of a purple magenta shade, this is definitely a bright hot pink shade. I'm a little scared of this one, guys. I'm not gonna lie. These shades don't typically look amazing on me. Oh my gosh, she's neon. So this is one layer with just one dip into the tube. I feel like I can kind of see a little bit of my lips like peeking through just a little bit on the outside, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit more. That is bright. That is hot pink, guys. With two applications, like two layers, I actually think I prefer the one layer because I feel like it was a lot more even than doing two layers. I almost feel like you can tell where I have more product like sitting on the inside of my lips more. But yeah, this is what that one is looking like. It's very bright. Definitely not like one of the shades that I would normally pick. Okay, that one definitely stained though. Next, we have the shade Cherry Cream or Cherry Creme. I'm not quite sure. This is gonna be your standard red-blue shade. All right, and this is Cherry Creme, and this is gonna be your standard universal red shade. Next up, we have Velvet Robe. This looks like it's gonna be more of like a burgundy berry shade. All right, and this is Velvet Robe, super pigmented. This is one of the ones that like I swiped on and I got full pigmentation right away. Next, we have the shade Fuzzy Slippers. This is gonna be your pretty berry shade. All right, this is Fuzzy Slippers. Next, we have the shade Berry Bedsheets. And this is a super dark purple shade. All right, this is Berry Bedsheets. Now, this one was a little bit more difficult for me to work with and get even pigmentation. I tried to get it to where I could, but you can kind of see a little bit of spotting. But I didn't want to add too much like that hot pink shade and just where it looked a little too patchy. I tend to have difficulty with darker shades like this on my lips. I'm not quite sure if it's because it's later down the line of all the swatches, so my lips get a little bit more raw, or I don't really know exactly what it is, but this tends to be like a pattern with me. And lastly, we have the shade Chocolate Mousse. And this is going to be a very rich brown shade. This one went on super evenly and really nicely, so it may not be because my lips are like a little raw from wiping off the lip products. It could just be that that previous berry shade was a little bit patchy on me. But this one looks really good. This is the shade Chocolate Mousse. So those were all of the shades for the smooth whips. Now I want to swatch the soft matte lip cream on my lips and see what that feels like compared to all of those, to give you guys a little bit of an idea of a comparison between the two if you're also curious about that. So I have the shade Rome right here. The textures seem very similar from what I can see. So this is that soft matte lip cream in Rome, and then this is Latte Foam, that smooth whip one. So I feel like the smooth whip definitely has a more even pigmentation from just the hand swatch. So the soft matte lip cream does have a stronger scent to it for sure. I'm going to apply this on my lips. So right away I can tell a difference in texture. This is that soft matte lip cream on my lips right now. I actually really do like this formula compared to a couple years ago when I didn't. It is quite even. This one definitely feels a lot lighter in weight. It might have a little bit more of an oil in the formulation to it because it does kind of like sheer out a little bit more. The color payoff on the new smooth whips are definitely a lot more substantial than the soft matte lip creams. If you're looking for something that kind of just like evens out and gives you a nice soft blurred effect, the soft matte lip cream is really nice for that. But I think that this one is going to give you a higher pigmentation. It definitely feels like you have a substantial lip product on your lips. It's more like a liquid lipstick, I would say. So this one definitely has a thicker texture. Not that that's a bad thing. I just think that this one feels a lot more lightweight if you're going for a softer look to it. But if you want something that's one swipe full pigmentation, this smooth whip is going to be the way to go. I was a little skeptical that it was just like the same product in different packaging, but I can definitely tell a difference right away with how this feels on the lips. I did see someone ask if they were discontinuing the soft matte lip creams, but Nick said that they are still available online and you can still purchase these. Now, I don't know if that means they're not going to discontinue them or they are down the line. I'm not quite sure. But that's all I saw. These are still available. They're not taking the place of the soft matte lip creams from what I can tell. All right, so I'm going to wipe this off, put this shade back on, and then we're going to talk final thoughts. Whew, my lips are feeling very tender and raw right now from all of those lip shades. I'm very impressed with how pigmented these are. You definitely only have to go into the applicator one time for the majority of these shades to get full pigmentation. They do feel really nice on the lips. They are that moussey texture that I like from liquid lipsticks. So the blurring lip line claim that these have, they're supposed to blur the line and texture of the lips. I will say that for the majority of them, I definitely feel like it softens the lips. It gives you more even coverage, and the lips definitely look like they don't have much texture to them because I think that this formulation is substantial enough to fill in those lip lines, so it definitely looks a lot smoother. I like the finish of them. I like that they don't dry down super drying, and I feel like that really does help with how these look on the lips. I like the finish of these lipsticks. I like that it doesn't completely dry down matte. I don't like a super drying liquid lipstick. I feel like that's very uncomfortable for me to wear throughout the day. I will let you guys know in the description box down below how long these tend to wear on me, but I think because they do leave quite a bit of a stain on the lips, they will tend to fade nicely throughout the day. I like the shade range that they chose. NYX always knocks it out of the park when it comes to shade ranges for lip products. I feel like they always cover those nudes. They give you some fun colors as well as those deep berry shades and brown shades. They really go all out with the full collection right off the bat instead of like expanding it later on. It's easy to find a shade that you will fall in love with if you like the formulation. I have this NYX Lingerie XXL in the shade Low Cut. If you haven't seen my video on these, I have one on my channel, but but this one is going to be more of a liquid consistency versus a velvety consistency. These definitely do dry down more matte on the lips, so you don't have like this bit of sheen on the lips. This is going to dry down. These are very long lasting. I really love these when I want my lip color to last all day. If I have like some sort of like event to go to or an outing to go to, these are really nice because I know that they're super reliable. It has the same pigmentation as the new Smooth Whips, which is very impressive to me. I would say if you're curious about them, pick up a shade or two and see what you think. I really don't see anything wrong with them so far. Again, I purchased mine at Ulta. They are available in stores right now, so get them while you can. Honestly, these NYX lip products go like hotcakes. I'll put on the screen here for you guys my ranking of these from my most favorite to my least favorite shades, just so you have an idea of what I'm thinking and like which ones are my favorites if you're curious. If I didn't cover something in this video, please let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions, or if you pick some of these up, let me know what shades you did and what you think of the new formulation. I enjoy these. I give them my stamp of approval. I think they're really nice. I love the price point of NYX. I love the shade range that they have, and overall just another really great lip launch product from them. So well done, NYX. I applaud you. That's everything for this one, guys. I hope that it was helpful. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this one, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Look at all that lip product right there.